Hello and welcome to your Portuguese. Well, we all have habits in life. We all do something that we like and that we do often. Either reading or some sport, we all have habits. Or we know interesting facts about different things, including about ourselves, and that we like talking about. Let's suppose you want to talk about these habits or about these facts in Portuguese. Do you know how to do it? Well, maybe not. And that's why today we are going to learn about the simple present or presente simples in Portuguese. In this lesson, you are going to learn what is the simple present, how it is conjugated, and you are going to see some verb conjugation examples. What is the simple present? The simple present is one more of the verb tenses in the Portuguese language, and it's usually used to express facts and habits in Portuguese. What about the simple present conjugation? Today, we will see the conjugation of the regular verbs in Portuguese. The regular verbs or verbos regulares are verbs that follow a pattern of conjugation. In Portuguese, the regular verbs are divided into three conjugations. Verbs that end in AR or A, for example, cantar, cantar, which means to sing, jogar, jogar, which means to play, verbs that end in ER or for example, beber, beber, which means to drink, correr, correr, which means to run, and verbs that end in IR or ir. For example, abrir, abrir, which means to open, and decidir, decidir, which means to decide. Now let's see some conjugation examples. As a verb ending in AR or AR, we have the verb estudar, estudar, which means to study. Eu estudo, tu estudas, tu estudas, ele, ela, você estuda, ele, ela, você estuda, nós estudamos, vós estudais, vós estudais, eles, elas, vocês estudam, eles, elas, vocês estudam. As a verb ending in ER or er, we have the verb comer, comer, which means to eat. Eu como, tu comes, ele, ela, você come, ele, ela, você come, nós comemos, vós comeis, eles, elas, vocês comem, eles, elas, vocês comem. And finally, as a verb ending in IR, we have the verb dormir, dormir, which means to sleep. Eu durmo, tu dormes, ele, ela, você dorme, ele, ela, você dorme, nós dormimos, vós dormis, eles, elas, vocês dormem, eles, elas, vocês dormem. Verbos regulares versus verbos irregulares. I would like to make an observation about the fact we have both regular and irregular verbs in Portuguese, as well as in English. And although they are different, they rather complement each other. The difference between verbos regulares and verbos irregulares is that, as I have already said, the regular verbs follow a pattern of conjugation, and the irregular verbs have a flexible verb conjugation. It may present changes in the root and in the end of verbs after conjugation. Because of the flexibility of these verbs, they can be a bit harder to conjugate than the regular verbs, but as with anything, the more you practice them, the easier they get and the faster you learn them. I can make a list of irregular verbs or even a separate lesson about them in future. Tell me if you'd like it in the comments below. As today we are talking about the simple present and the regular verbs in Portuguese, I'm giving you a gift, a list with 50 regular verbs in Portuguese and their translation in English, so that you can not only know some regular verbs in Portuguese, but also practice their conjugation and improve your Portuguese. So to wrap up, in this lesson, we have learned what is the simple present, how it is conjugated, and we have seen some verb conjugation examples. Muito obrigado e te vejo no próximo vídeo. If you think this video was useful for you, share it on your social medias and help other people to learn Portuguese as well. Show us some love too, leaving your like on the video, and if you have some suggestion or constructive criticism, leave it in the comments area.